We're in St. Louis to open the Western Conference Final. This is game number 1, the first of the series, and our first trip, our return journey to the Western Conference Finals since Season 4. I do believe it was Season 4. The last time we were here, we made it all the way, won the whole thing, won the Stanley Cup. What awaits us in Game 1? A new face as well in the St. Louis Blues. We have not faced the St. Louis Blues yet in the playoffs. That should make for a very entertaining series. Shooting, nice glove save by Boynton. So Boynton is going to be a concern for me. We know he's a very good goaltender. He has great numbers to this point in the playoffs. I'm just skating away from this. Just skating away from that with Tyler Seguin. Easy little shot off the rush to get us started. Riley Smith. Could have gone back to Seguin, but I do like the shot there. Because if there is a rebound, none was given up on this play. But if there is a rebound, Seguin can perhaps pounce all over said rebound. Just need to get to our forechecking game we've established against previous opponents in this playoff. We do have a good forechecking team. Speaking of which, we've kept the puck in. Lars Eller just over the stick of Eller. He actually is the first man to that. Taken away by Ratty. Out to Wheeler. This is Blake Wheeler on the zone entry. Peckham sent him a good couple feet backwards toward the blue line. Not so fast, Buckaroo. Deflection. It's going to count. Not waved off. St. Louis off to the early start. Brandon Berlin, never heard of this guy, with a deflection. I don't even know, where did the deflection happen? Oh, it hit a Flames player's skate, so the defenseman gets the goal. It hit a Flames player's skate and took the funny hop into the back of the net. Already some early adversity in the first game and in the series itself, but to the back door in front. Riley Smith turned aside by Boynton, trying to get the Flames on the board quickly here and get an answer goal, a deflection of our own. An intentional one from Calgary, but turned aside by Boynton. Ekblad has to make the clean retrieval, and the breakout play he does, right up to Seguin, and dished off in the wing for Riley Smith. Toe drag move, a little bit too optimistic with that move perhaps. Couldn't hold on to the puck. With the puck control slider, that's the thing. Sometimes players have a tendency, especially if they don't have great hands. I'm not saying that Riley Smith does not have great hands in this game. But if they don't have, even players with good hands are going to lose the puck due to the puck control slider. So I want to emphasize that a lot of things in this gameplay will be, including that body check, will be influenced by sliders. I actually have the hitting power turned way down, and you still get pretty big hits. That's just the way the physics in NHL 14 seem to go. So cutback move by Kostitsyn looking cross rink to Laxo. Perhaps not the best exact play to make there. Just getting it back on the net would be. Hanowski down low. Forced for Kostitsyn, kind of set him up. The way he received that puck as well. Set him up for a big body check. Grayland knocks it free. Someone communicate who's going to get this. Laxo does. A reset for Laxo. He's in. Trying to shoot. Defended well by the Blues D. This is taken away by Wheeler. Cut move to the inside. He did a great job to slip inside positioning to get that shot away. Wheeler back after it, sent to the point from Cole. The save by Mrazek to cover a defensive zone faceoff. A little battle going on in front of the net. Things are already kicking off, getting the fireworks going early. Letting St. Louis know what we're all about. They're going to let us know what they're all about as well. Could be a series. I likely see this best of 7 going the full distance, the full 7. The full 7 games that I could see it taking the full 7 games to determine this one. The only time we made the West Final, in fact, in this GM mode. That was a wicked deflection. The only time we made the West Final, it did go 7 against Chicago. Tough time getting the puck out right now. We got to fling it out. Optimistic for Toulouse. Ryan Clough, former Calgary Flame in this GM mode. Taken to Backus. Dumped in from Backus from the wing. I'll take that as a dump in. I'm going to count that as basically a dump in. Officially a shot on goal. Chipped in further by Toulouse. Recovers his own chip play. Sends it in front, looking for Eller. Good play by Eller. Good man. Trying to get that puck on the net. Ekblad wrister through. Rebound. Boynton couldn't get the cover. Talusti keeps it in. Talusti back toward the net. Knocked down by Pietrangelo, but the Blues have not cleared yet. Ekblad with a fierce collection of the body inside the blue line, but over to Ratty. Ratty pressured by Ekblad. Still in the zone, by the way. The Blues still have possession, has still onside play here. Talusti can't get to that. It gets away from him. Blocked back to center. Off the shot from Ratty. Collected by Burton? I've already forgotten the name of the guy. This is the goal scorer. Flips it around the behind the Blues net for Ian Cole. Peverley, rink wide. Peckham shot. I'm not sure if that even got through to the goaltender. Keep that in. Rodula back behind the net the other way where it just came from. Laxo from the Rockstar zone through the crease. I'm not sure if that even got on net. Now Laxo pulling it back. Wrister through, block. Cogliano back to the point. You can see that the point is available. Lots of shots from the point. Lots of action coming from there. Rodula on a wraparound. Sneaky little play. Saved by Boynton. Kept in. Not kept in quite. Ratty with a great job to force the issue there. Get that puck going the other way for St. Louis, but he's run into by Peckham. Peckham doing a great job defending that blue line. Poked ahead up to Peverley. Dump in. And definitely a dump in. Slapped in from behind the blue line by Rich Peverley. Can the Flames lead the charge on the forecheck, trying to get that puck back, get possession in our favor? Hanowski is chasing down. A huge hit. And I'm telling you, the hits are crazy in this game, even with the hitting power turned way down. A drop pass for Hanowski, a little confusing perhaps for Hanowski. Tarasenko skates it away for St. Louis, defended by Seeloff. Over to Ollie, his D partner collects him. That's a dump-in. Weird physics going on there on that dump-in. Look at the forechecking effort. Nudged by, is Talusti, I believe by Pietrangelo. Talusti's going to the box for a high stick. Bodies are flying inside that blue line for St. Louis. This is a slash to Talusti, like I already mentioned. Definitely going to take responsibility for that penalty. Didn't like the fact that he got shoved. Oh, it's Shattenkirk, not Pietrangelo. Wrong defenseman. But the Blues through the game's first power play. I didn't pay attention to their power play numbers. I have no idea how good this Blues team is on the power play to this point in the playoffs. Sagan with an attempt to get it out of the zone. Pietrangelo kept it from going the full length of the ice there, and it's now in possession by Shattenkirk, who will dump it in. Puck's bouncing along the boards there. Hammered down by Simon Luff. Boynton plays it inside that trapezoid behind his net. Breakout on the wing. Pominville knocked down and just flown right back in, but not so fast, says Shattenkirk. I would imagine that was Shattenkirk, Blake Wheeler taken to a big ride. Luff down the ice. The smart play here is kill the penalty. Oh, or do that. Do that if you're Victor Stahlberg from the Rockstar zone. Surprise the goaltender. Boynton's not expecting. Maybe he isn't expecting a shot there. I have no idea. But it could have just trickled through. We're seeing the physicality of this series opening up. Blake Wheeler. Aaron Ekblad says hello, sir. Welcome to the West Final. That's the game we want to play. We don't want to give them anything for free. Inside the blue line, we got to defend a little 2-on-1 that's been developing here because of our mistake. A blocked shot. It's led to the St. Louis transition the other way. David back is a critical save made by Peter Mrazek. The right play again, flip it down the rink. Make the Blues maybe make a mistake with it in front of Boynton there. Onside with this is Schwartz. Peckham will just leave it there. I hope you know what you're doing, Theo. That was not a smart play. Seeloff is defending the opposite side of the net. Schwartz takes it back to the point. And that could be an opportunity for Cogliano as the seas have certainly parted. Whoa, what a save by Boynton. Cogliano skates away from that. Cross rink to TJ Oshie, unfortunately. That would have been a sick goal had that gone in. That would have been one of the highlight reel dangles of the playoffs. We lead Ekblad into it as he receives that pass. Sagan, the pull-up to Ekblad. Shake move by Ekblad. He's coming back for the point. Ekblad going to his D partner. Laxo, but wide off the mark with the shot. The one-timer from the blue line. Frolik goes up to Kubalik. Dumped in and met with a little bit of physicality there inside the blue line. Ekblad stops, goes back the other way, settles it behind his net. And a blatant giveaway to Vladimir Tarasenko. I'll take the icing on that because we almost gave them a goal right there. We almost gave Tarasenko here, have this opportunity. Just put it on a platter for him. He could not finish. This is the dangle play. How did Cogliano just not find a way through the 5-hole? The windmill was so weak. I love when I can do the windmill. I'll tell you this, I can only do the windmill with a left-handed shot, so I can move it to the backhand. It's the easiest way for me to pull it off. It's certainly possible to do with a right-handed shot for me, personally, but it's much more difficult to do with a right-handed shot. With a right-handed shot, I'm better to do like a toe drag or something. So I got Brouwer here. I wouldn't windmill. I would rather just do like that kind of move. Like that. Brouwer in the middle of Stallberg. He's still got it. I saw that play wide open. Stay after this. Look at Brouwer. Former Blue, is he not? Troy Brouwer. In there aggressive, getting after that forecheck, knocking down another puck. Forecheck is going to be a problem. That might be the thing to go to school on against St. Louis. Get that puck in deep into the zone and then just go forecheck after it. I didn't mean to do that. That was a slap pass. That was just an actual slap pass. Nice play by Ollie. He sees Kostitz in the vision to see the plays up the rink. Fake shot by Granlund. He just doesn't have the commitment to let the puck fly. Got to let it fly on that play if you're Granlund. Edmondson cuts back away from the pressure. Out to center by Frolik, number 67 on the ice. Probably just trying to melt time down, and we will go into the intermission with that. At a 1-0 score, St. Louis in front through 20 minutes of play. A relatively boring 20 minutes of play if you ask me. But there's a whole lot of hockey left in this game. I think from that period, if I had to judge it, we had opportunities, especially this one. I just cannot believe that did not go. Neither team really dictating anything so far, so I can't say that there's anything to complain about from my side. We took a penalty and they scored on it. Did they not? Did they get their goal on the power play? I think they scored on the power play. We took the lone penalty in the game so far. I'm gonna need the St. Louis Blues to come unhinged at some point. I'm sure that will happen. Things will act at some point, I assure you, kick off. Backus is not given a nudge there by Aaron Ekblad at the point. That's Yuri Tolusti's music. Tolusti just dangled. It just dangled it right off his stick blade. That's the unfortunate side to that. Should have just gone with the easy shot, right? Instead of trying to do the fancy hands move. What a fancy hands move by Pominville. Score! Jason Pominville. He's been a force to be reckoned with this playoffs. I think he's corrected. He's collected quite a few points in this postseason. It's just his 4th goal of the playoffs, but he has been a big contributor offensively for St. Louis, and he certainly was on that goal. Nice move. Took the defender right out of the jock strap on that play. I feel really, really bad for the way I defended that one. That was awful. Now if we give up another goal, it really does become a mountain to climb, which we've been there, we've done that against the Anaheim Ducks. I don't know how good St. Louis is going to be. I don't know what their goaltender is going to pose as a problem to solve, but I don't want to go. I want to get the next goal. The next goal in this game is so important right now. Really is important that we get the next goal. So let's try and go and accomplish that right now. Lars Eller, you're a one-man show, so you have my permission to dangle. He certainly does. Hanowski, what a goal that was, created entirely by, who made the pass? I already forgot who made the pass. Lars Eller. That was all Lars Eller. He drew 3 defenders to him, opened up the middle of the rink for Hanowski, made a perfect drop pass to put it on his stick blade. There was no mistaking that goal for Hanowski. Very wicked, sweet things going on the ice for the Calgary Flames on that play. I love that goal. Not the most highlight reel worthy. It was just a really beautiful play. It was nicely set up. That's all there is to that. Luff, bank pass. You knew they were coming with that forecheck. I'm just going to pivot to the outside. Oh, Hanowski almost had his second within a couple minutes span. The puck is free. We skate into Boynton. I don't think the Blues are going to be very happy about that. One whack and skate away, Hanowski. One good whack and just skate away from the crease. You can see the playmaking is starting to open up for Calgary. Set Hanowski up right on a tee for the one-timer in the slot. You have to hit the net there. I don't care if the goalie makes a save. You just have to hit the net there. Peverley couldn't win it, which is it's what I brought him over here for. I brought him to kill penalties and win faceoffs. When you're not winning faceoffs, you make it very frustrating for me. Cogliano, you gotta watch out. He still got hit anyway. You know the defenseman is looking for that play to pinch just inside the blue line. They're looking for that big hit. Ollie skates away. Shot over the net. Rodula, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Bump move to the outside. Over to Keith Ollie. Shot. Wrister wide. Rodula keeping it in. Oh, yeah. Flames going to work right here on Boynton. Good work. Good work. I love to see that. When the gentlemen are creating little things like that, all kinds of havoc and chaos in the St. Louis zone, it's going to be difficult to pick up defensively. You can only cover so much ice. That'll be even more the scenario when we go on a power play in this game. We're going to have to get right on these guys. We're going to take advantage of all that extra ice. The way we played that last shift, these last couple shifts at 5-on-5, I'm eager to see the power play go to work here. Got to get on that point guy. We have to get on the point guy. Pominville is hunting. He's all around this game right now. Fingerprints on a game. Jason Pominville. That was a good play there by Riley Smith. Leaves it for Sagan. Bump move to the outside by Sagan. Not successful. But Toulouse knocked it right back to him. Great play. Had to stick on the ice and everything. Did exactly what he needed to do, but it went right back to the defenseman. Rimmed around for Riley Smith. Will board play this, but Blake Wheeler's onside. Go Riley Smith. Right. Perfect time for the windmill, but Jordan is all over that. I mean, Jordan just picked that right up with his stick blade. We did the windmill and laid it right there for Jordan. This is as slow of a dump in as you can do him. That's as bad of an aerial flip play as you can do him. We had a guy right on the wing in the neutral zone. Chopped out by Riley Smith. Out to Troy Brouwer. Is this a wise play? I would assume so. Brouwer, stutter step move around the defender. Nope. Couldn't even board play Pietrangelo in any of that. Laxo flips it back in. Smart play, just flip it back in and let your forecheckers do the work. That'll effectively be a dump in on Mrazek there. That play, Eller out to Hanowski. This has been the line that has been doing the creating. They've been doing the creating so far. Okay, Kosticin just send it down low. Granlund, you're going to get bumped, so just be aware. Granlund, no one in the back door but Hanowski again. Hanowski just missing the net. I think you might be looking at a multi-goal game for Hanowski here. You certainly could have one right now with the chances he's had. I'm going to send it on those weak side boards. You got to be up there, Granlund. You have to be waiting for that. That's a set play that I want to run. We would be offside. Would have been. Rodula, but Schwartz was all over his play. It was, in my opinion, an intelligent play to chip it behind. Peverley's dumping. He's going to get it on the forecheck after his own dumping, which has created this chance for Cogliano. Sealed in the 5-hole by Boynton. I think if we're going to get past Boynton, we're going to have to make him work. We need to make this goaltender really work in this game. There's a perfect try. Saved by the blocker, unfortunately. There we go. Just chip it back in again. Make the Blues work. Every shift has got to be... You got to be kidding me with that. What is that call? Seriously, what is that call? I'm going to look at the replay, and I'm going to disagree with you on this. We still haven't gotten the touch as well. Ekblad might be going as well. I hope Ekblad's not going. We do not need the two-man disadvantage. We will. Really got screwed over on on both penalties, on that whole sequence. It's the Ekblad replay that we're going to get. That's 10-on-10 action in the corner. Both are gone for boarding. Referees are clearly not playing about boarding penalties tonight. Sagan wins it with a forehand cleanly. I remember this is a 5-on-3, so I'm not trying to go for it. I just want to get a clean clear. I just want to make sure that I can clear it all the way down the ice cleanly without giving the Blues any kind of a hope of an opportunity to go for it here. They're going to have this is a long time to kill off a power play like this. That'll be a shot. There's the save. Mrazek, you got to get out of those splits, my man. There's going to be rebound opportunities everywhere. I need you to be able to reset and refocus for that seconds to make it. Ollie down the rink, off the glass and out. That should be a change for Seguin, but he elects to stay on the ice. Almost could have got the puck there. Seeloff, we have to dive. We have to dive. I took myself out of the play. I shouldn't have dove. What a play by Seeloff. No, you don't. Down the rink, Peverly will harass Berlon. That's who it is, Berlin. Peverly almost came away with that out of the corner. He could have walked out in front. Completely uninvited. That's tough. I did kind of screen my goaltender on that save. Sorry, Mrazek. I know we're making you do the work right here. But he's doing the work indeed. Very well. No complaints. No complaints from Peverly. Thank God Kubalik was wide. Peverly, we get our men back out of the box. We need to get it out. Just, wow, what a kill from the Flames. This will just dump it in. Eller, yes. Just dump it in. That was an intense penalty kill. Peter Mrazek was obviously the best penalty killer on the ice during that long 2 minutes with just 3 men on the ice for the Calgary Flames. The biggest save of this whole kill was that one where he did the split save. I want Ekblad. What happened to the puck? Huge save by Boynton, dug out of the scrum by who else? Hanowski, the man that's been going it. Fingerprints on a game for the Flames. So I'm stepping up with Luff. If we don't get it, I need a forward to cover. Forward has the cover where that defenseman is playing aggressive, because we're going to be playing a bit aggressive here to the end. Hanowski retrieves for the defenseman up to Kostitsin. Is there space on this wing? I don't really like it. We're changing. That's what I don't like. Ooh, Lars Eller, you had it. You had the game tied right there, set up beautifully. Watch those sticks. We cannot take another penalty right here. We just got done killing a 5-on-3. And now things are going to kick off a little bit. You want to go, Shattenkirk? You want one? You want one? I gave Boynton a good whack there. Shattenkirk stepping up for his goalie, as you would expect. I skipped the replay. I wanted to see that Eller chance. He should have scored. It's huge that we did get the... I told you about the getting the next goal being so important. It's huge right now that the Hanowski goal happened, and when it did, because instead of chasing a 2-goal deficit, we are chasing a 1-goal deficit, being very obvious with that one. Over to the defenseman. We just got to get the shot. Just keep taking that shot from the point. Aim low, shoot from the point. That's basically the premise that I want to go with. The Flames have got to execute. If we can execute in the form of a goal, that's better. Talusti, the toe drag, dangle move into Riley Smith, into Boynton. It basically bobbled into the goaltender for St. Louis. He's going to cover. Elects to take a D-zone face-off. I'm not sure what line we got. I'm going to go second line. Should I be more active in changing these lines and these combinations? Probably. I'm just letting the coach do whatever he feels is best at this point, to be honest. It doesn't seem to be hurting. That's offside. I think our defenseman got absolutely punished. I think Luff got punished when he made that pass over to Ekblad, but the Blues do go offside. I think Ryan Clough brings it in. This is the hit. Yep, that's the hit. Wow. I mean, I'm telling you, kablamo by Vladimir Tarasenko. He's not playing any games with the physicality out there. Luff had just made the pass with the play, and it was offside as well. It was a delayed offside. I think we got lucky to not take a penalty. We've come away with the puck with Brouwer as well. Time winding down. Huge opportunity. Yeah, you got to hit the net. And there's another big hit. Our defensemen are paying a heavy price. Unfortunate that we couldn't get a shot away on the net with a horn sounding, including a wide open one-timer on a 2-on-1. Still have, that's the move. That was the move that Pominville made. It's still a 1-goal deficit. That's our saving grace entering the third period of play. It is still just a 1-goal game. Next goal in this game is even more important. The next goal in this game wins it. Just going to say it right now. Next goal in this game definitely wins it. So basically what I'm saying is if we score next and level this game at 2, I think we go on to win. If St. Louis scores a third goal in this game, up 3-1 in this period, I think they're as good as taking victory in Game 1. I just don't think there's any overcoming that deficit in this third period of play. Boynton looks just too good right now. Not only does Boynton look really good, but we're helping him out with a couple of missed shots on the net where we should have. We're playing a tight game, especially through the neutral ice. I like the way we're playing through neutral. We need that next big bounce. We need a break. This could be the break. This could be the break. This could be the break. Toulouse off the pad. That was a good opportunity. Toulouse, nice puck shield back to the point. Over to Luff. Game needed to give me Sagan there. I could have made a stick lifting play. It just didn't give me Tyler Sagan when I did the player switch. Luff from behind the net. No one's in. Oh, that's okay. We got lucky with that. They went offside. No one got open on that play, breaking it out. This is the play to open up the period. 2-on-1 created again. Toulouse literally point blank on the doorstep, as close as you can get to the goaltender. Couldn't make it go through. Peckham is looking. Nice little shoulder check by Peckham just to make sure, know where your man is. Berglund will shoot, obviously, on Peter Mrazek there. Mrazek could easily. Oh my God! Why did he play the puck there? The stick for the St. Louis player broke. Edmondson keeps it in on side. So now the sloppiness factor is really playing in, and a penalty from Laxo, slashing. Can't get on the power play. Calgary cannot get on the power play right now. It feels like every call has gone against us in this game. Like the referees are in somebody's back pocket. The home team. Like I said, we will start every series on the road in this postseason. Seeloff, you have an opportunity. We have got to go for this. Yep, I'm happy with that. Now get on D. This is a huge penalty kill, and that cannot be said enough. What an important penalty kill this is. I'm jumping in here with Stahlberg. Laid out Ian Cole, and then Stahlberg got laid out right back. Peverly, nice play to keep it in. Shot knocked down, poked free and wide of the goaltender, who I've forgotten their name. Boynton, I believe. Seeloff wide of the net. Got to watch those sticks. We're coming back through. Keep that in. Keep that in. This is how you kill a penalty, though, right here. You want to kill a penalty? Kill it in the attacking zone. Blake Wheeler. Thank you, Peckham. And for not taking a penalty for once. Especially because we're killing a penalty. We don't need another 5-on-3 situation. Sagan couldn't get to that. I don't know who has possession here, but they brought it in clean. To the corner against Simon Luff. Shattenkirk shot denied. Cogliano, we've created yet another 2-on-1. Quick early pass. Now the return feed. But it was knocked down away from Sagan. Sagan knocked down to the ice quite literally now by Pietrangelo. Up to Ratty. The penalty kill. Ratty in clean and a dump in just inside the blue line on the net. The net has come off. Somebody ran into the net for St. Louis, I guarantee. David Backus, I believe. Is that David Backus? Yes. Number 42. I don't know why they're showing Schwartz. Schwartz didn't run into the net. Maybe he was on the ice at that time. Wrong player. Blocked. Painfully. Sent back in by the Blues. We should board play here. This is Ratty out of the corner. Goes across to Edmondson on the point. Deflection goal. TJ Oshie. The second of their kind in this game. I told you, next goal wins. That's a backbreaker for us. That really is a backbreaker. Just let the boom fly. Nicely done. Perfectly executed by St. Louis. Along the ice, ready for the deflection in front. So we got to put the foot on the gas pedal if we want any shot at this. I don't think we're taking game one. But it's like I said, it's a long series. I don't think we're taking game one. Go in, get in on the forecheck. If we can get a power play in this period, we need a goal at even strength, and we're going to need a goal on the power play, I think, to make this a game now. We have to get an answer right away. We really need an answer goal. But Boynton looks very difficult to beat right now. Good play by Peckham. Now that's good. We got to go. Up to Hanowski. I told you, Hanowski, multi-goal game. I didn't mean to take a slap shot there. That was not the intended job I wanted Hanowski to do. No shot. Granlund, shot. Everything needs to be on the net, but uh-oh. Calgary called for a penalty. What else is new in this game? The touch, or the Blues were offside. Something happened. Who's going? And what is it for? Granlund for a trip. Oh, it was where the puck was right there. It had to be. Okay, I take that back. I rephrase everything that I said. I said we needed a goal at even strength. And on the power play, I think we're going to need a goal shorthanded and on the power play. So Cogliano trying out that windmill again. He was so successful with it earlier. Where in the hell was Ekblad? That was not even close to accurate. Across to Luff. Simon Luff inside the blue line. Nice move. Skate the stick. He went with it. Just got to shoot it. You just got to shoot it. Just got to get it on the net right now. Feeling the pressure as well to not only kill the penalty, but get another goal in this game. That guy's going to be a problem. Boynton going to be a problem. And this is our missed opportunities, I guarantee. Yes, Hanowski, that was the one that I'm going to regret from this game. That we didn't get it on the net. I'm not saying that he would have scored, but missing the net wide on that is painful, especially at this moment in the game. You never know what could have happened. Hanowski's had a great little game. You can argue, just move Hanowski up the lineup, give him more minutes, put him on the first. Yes! Stallberg! As I go silent mode, because I needed that play to unfold perfectly for us. Well, there's step one, shorthanded goal. Victor Stallberg out of the corner, shrugs off the contact, waits out the goalie. Did he score the same way that Hanowski did? Low to the glove. By the way, I didn't even realize this, but Boynton is a, what is it called? Full right goaltender? He holds his blocker side, his blocker is on the, he holds his blocker with his right hand. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't focus right now. There's a lot going on gameplay-wise. I can't worry about what handedness the goaltender is. Whoa, okay. Peckham knocked that puck unorthodox back to center. Stallberg with a shorthanded goal, trying to prove it once more that he can do it again. Back to the point. Peckham is there. Pulling it back. Shooting. Deflection in front. Beverly looking to get the game tied. 2 shorthanded goals to tie the game. Could you imagine? I'm not going to try and push the limits here. Palmville nudge back to center. That's a good play. That's actually a good play. By the way, we are back to even strength. So out of the box is Granlund. Up to receive this as Beverly. Skate to stick move. Very optimistic. Trying to go between 2 defenders with that move. Not happening. Dangerous player in Palmville. Dangerous player in even doing that backhand move. Dangerous player. Up to Riley Smith. Can he do a backhander move? He can do that. He can. Shoot. There was so much net. There was so much net. Yeah, Simon Luff, that's your play. Or that's, that's Laxo, isn't it? Luff is number 2. number 2. From Austin Powers. That's what's on my mind. Anyway, back to the game. This is going to be really tough. This is going to be tough. I'm glad we've got into a 1-goal game because we got 8 minutes and 13 to try and make something of this. What was that play by Sagan? I moved the puck D to D, and the mindset from me was just get it on the net. I was hoping for a one-timer, but obviously Sagan playing the point as a right shot there. There's your deflection. That's what I called for. I'm calling for a deflection. I need somebody in front of the net with some hand-eye coordination. Something might happen for us positively. We got to think positively. Positive motivation time. That was a good little shot by Kostitsyn, the twisted wrister of Kostitsyn. Back to the point. Down low, Kostitsyn out of reach. Ollie, at least he avoided the big body contact. He turned it over, but he was able to get right there in position and keep forcing Tarasenko back down the wall. The Blues are not even out of the zone yet. That's offside. Yeah, and I'm going to let that go for Blake Wheeler. He goes offside. They stretch the ice a little bit. Coming out of their own zone. What is this? The wrist, yes, the wrist shot by Kostitsyn. Stand-up save made by Boynton as well, old school style. If we win this, we dump it in. We want it, dump it in. That's just very simple. Now go get on the forecheck. Find a way to be successful with it. Just inside by Brouwer. Yes! Yes! Brouwer tied the game! He kept it just onside, and the importance of Brouwer keeping that onside, it leads to his own goal. Just patience, patience, patience. Now shoot. And he went top titty over Boynton to tie the game. Right where the kids can't reach him. What a massive goal we have erased. In the third period, a 2-goal deficit. Blues thought they were done with this one. They thought they wrapped this game up easily, taking a 1-0 series lead. Not so fast, says the Calgary Flames. Now, so there's your 5-on-5 goal. Watch that stick by Peckham. I don't want an own goal here. Oh. If we got that shot through. Oh! Riley Smith and the Flames lead! What a stunner in St. Louis. The tide has now turned. 10th goal into the double digits goes Riley Smith on the deflection. Past Boynton. The Blues have collapsed in Game 1. What angle was Boynton playing? Thrilling scenes at the Scottrade Center. 4-3 Calgary Flames, just like that. Don't need the power play goal now. We don't need the power play goal. Run into by Ekblad against Backes. Backes still pushes Ekblad further back into the Flame zone, finding Brouwer on the wing. Headman optimistic for Eller, knocked down by St. Louis and further sent back in. Retrieval time for Calgary. Defend this lead. Pominville's digging at it. Pominville, the net's open. Schwartz ties off the rebound. We really do have a roller coaster game here at the Scottrade. 4:18 left in the game, and the Blues have claimed a tie game with that one. Pominville, I was telling you to be aware of Pominville. And forget about playing an angle. Peter Mrazek wasn't even in the blue paint when that goal went in. We thought we were running away with the game. The Blues have answered. Up and down the rink we go. All right, next one, please. We're offside. This is where my first line could really make a difference. You forget about making point per game, man. Riley Smith. You don't need to ask him to make a difference. He has made a difference. We didn't win that faceoff, so no dump-in was made or necessary. Luff just defend the blue line. Uh-oh, we created a little 2-on-1. An own goal. It went off our defenseman. Right. What is going on? David Backes gives the Blues the lead. Aaron Ekblad, I don't even blame Aaron Ekblad. There's nothing you can do about that. And as well as it squeaked through Mrazek's armpit. Went through the goaltender. Okay. Goodness gracious. Now we gotta go tie it. This is crazy. What's this game? What if we tie this? Oh, if we tie it. I knew that was trouble the moment we gave them all that space off of that zone entry. All right. Up to Sagan. I need my first line to come out here, be a difference maker. Oh, nudged off the puck by Shattenkirk. Right to Toulouse. Boynton made the save. Toulouse couldn't get the puck back. We've been in these kind of scenarios before in this playoffs. Toulouse, wrap around, fought off. It goes in! It goes in! Riley Smith, we're tied! 5-5 game in the playoffs. We just stay with it. Boynton, a diving flare at the puck, and he missed it. We are once again even. What an all-time game. Oh my goodness, what an all-time game this is. Holy crap. 2.5 to go. Settle down, folks. Settle down. Is this going to go to overtime? Or will it not? Backdoor dead trick Riley Smith! No! This game is really wild! Topsy-turvy! Backdoor to Riley Smith. The Flames now hold the lead. I can't believe my eyeballs. My eyeballs are juiced right now. I am juiced for Riley Smith. He has 3 goals in the game. Okay, hold on. Lock it down. Just lock it down, gentlemen. Oh, wow. What a third period deflection wide. Back to Luff. Knocked down by Stallberg, but offside. Okay, and flipped on the net. Okay, pull it back, gentlemen. Pull it back. Riley Smith's hat trick. Did all of Riley Smith's 3 goals come in the third period? They all came in the third period, did they not? This is stupendous stuff from number 28. This is my big trade deadline acquisition. That backdoor one-timer was slick. Oh, that was slick. A minute and 41 to go. Sagan, T-Sags, we need to win in the dump-in. Laxo first, we need to retrieve this, buddy. Bank pass, up to... Oh, Riley Smith was waiting in the neutral zone. We got to play very intelligent hockey to the end. We know this is not over by a long shot. Rimmed around. My first line, I trust them with the utmost responsibility here late in the game. Riley Smith, go for it. Go for it, Riley Smith. Riley Smith, get that 4th goal in the game. He just missed it. Smith, standing in front of the net. We've thrown back on by Sagan there. In front for Sagan. Laxo, play the D. Play D, dump in. Out of play. We'll get a whistle. We'll reset at neutral ice. Too much going on. What an opening game to the West Final. What an opening game. The final 36.8 has yet to be played, though. I should have put Peverly on the ice right there. I need my face-off win. Okay, they're pulling him. Oh, no. Woo! And knowing the way this game's gone, Lars Eller into the empty cage. And he floats it in. Just going to rub off the stick blade. Easy as you do them. In this game. Put it to bed. There's never been I don't think there's ever been a more wild game than this one that I have played in the playoffs. I just want to get it over with. I just want to get it done. So Eller into the empty net. Everyone just breathe now. Everyone can definitely calm down and breathe for sure, because there's no way the Blues are scoring 2 in 14, right? The way this game's gone, you never know. That was close to going in. Berlin put on board play. Just end the game in the corner. End the game down here. The Flames win a thriller. An absolute wild one. Sweated my nipples off playing this game. But we take the first game in the series. That's the important part. All of the highlights. Most of these from the third period, are they not? Neither goaltender, they just want to scrap this one. Both goalies want to scrap this game from their memory bank. The save percentage was terrible for both Mrazek and Boynton. But an unforgettable night at the Scott Trade Center. If you're a Calgary Flames player, fan, coach, or myself,